Hello, my name is Dilip Kikla. Welcome to the AWS Data Insights Day. I'm the principal go-to-market specialist. Today, I'll be sharing with you the challenges our customers are facing with their current data warehouses. These challenges are compelling them to consider Amazon Redshift. I will also be briefly touching upon the programs and Redshift features available to ease your migration journey. We will then dive deep into the migration best practices in general and specific things to consider for each source data warehouse you would be migrating from. With that, let us begin. Customers want to access all types of data to gain real-time insights. Their traditional data warehouses can handle relational data, but these data warehouses are not built for the volume, variety, and veracity of big data. So customers are forced to modernize. If customers are using other cloud data warehouses, their costs are rising as the data volumes and use cases increase. They have to purchase additional compute to get better performance and are questioning the return on investment. They are looking for better performance and scalability, but at lower costs. Legacy data warehouses like Netezza are end of life or end of support. Now, if customers are on Oracle Exadata or even MS SQL Server, they are looking to break free from their punitive contracts. Customers want to migrate to data warehouses with lower operational overhead and scalability at lower costs. Some customers have a mandate for digital transformation, compelling them to modernize. Now, tens of thousands of customers have been on their modernization journey and have chosen Amazon Redshift. Let us see how they did it. Once customers decide to migrate off their current data warehouses, they have the flexibility on how to do it. They could run their current data warehouse on Amazon EC2 as the first step and then migrate to Redshift. For example, Microsoft SQL Server running on EC2 and then migrate to Redshift. Or customers could migrate to Redshift directly. For example, Google BigQuery customers migrating to Redshift directly. In other situations, customers may migrate to a lakehouse architecture. They have mixed workloads in their data warehouses. We see this mainly with Teradata, Exadata, and MS SQL Server customers. The AWS fit-for-purpose services works best for them. For each of these scenarios, there's a prescriptive guidance available for you, and we also have teams to guide you throughout your journey. Now, once you're on Redshift, you can use it as a single pane of glass for all your data needs. You can query directly from your data lake, reach into Aurora or RDS online transaction processing systems through federated querying, or load streaming data directly through Kinesis or managed Kafka. You can also reach into third-party data providers to enrich your dataset. And in Redshift, you can join all of these datasets together. So with all of this data available to you, you can perform Redshift machine learning on that data using your favorite BI tool. For all of these use cases, customers interface through Redshift. And this Redshift can be either provisioned or a serverless offering. Switching gears here, let us explore the AWS programs and tools available along with the Redshift capabilities that ease your migrations. The first step of any migration is always the most challenging. Sometimes we find that organizations can be paralyzed if they can't figure out how to move every last workload. There is no need to boil the ocean. For many of you, an iterative approach would be the right one, and we encourage you to take that. We split the data warehouse migration journey into three phases. First is analyze and plan, where we perform data discovery and planning, learning from Amazon's experience. We build a migration business case and then create a migration plan for you. We can partner with you and save you time and money for the migration by leveraging the right programs and tools. The second step is workshop and pilot, where we help you run a proof of value and a proof of concept to demonstrate the functionalities and performance you will get with Redshift. We offer a training workshop, and we have tools like AWS schema conversion tool or the data migration service, and also partner tools that can help expedite this process. Typical steps in this process include creating a new target, modifying or developing your BI applications, and transformation of data to dual target. The third step is the workload migration. Here you begin the migration, performing integration, validation, and performance testing along with monitoring, and at the end, get the right optimization for all your cloud benefits. AWS data warehouse solution architects and specialist teams are available to help you wherever needed and to develop your skills. You can also engage partners to ensure you are using best practices and tools. Now, this slide includes a selection, not a comprehensive list, of integration partners that have a packaged Redshift consulting offering. It is for customers like you. You can use them to get started on your data warehouse migration journey. Looking at the Redshift capabilities to ease your migration, you do not have to worry about Redshift infrastructure management or learning how to administer Redshift. We have the serverless offering for you, and you would get an endpoint, and all the backend operations are managed by Redshift. Amazon Redshift automatically and intelligently provisions capacity for your most unpredictable and demanding workloads, and you pay only for what you use. Another great benefit about serverless is that all the advanced capabilities built over the past 10 years on Amazon Redshift are also available with serverless. To name a few features, we have capabilities like Redshift ML, which is machine learning, federated queries, and also data sharing. On administration tasks, various performance tuning and maintenance tasks are automated using machine learning. Now, one example is automatic table optimization or ATO. This feature that automates the physical data distribution and schema design at the storage layer. It does this based on your varying workload patterns. A common feature customers use is automatic workload management. This ensures all queries get the appropriate resources and all your resources are fully utilized. Using automation, customers like Electronic Arts, a major gaming company, has seen increase in throughput by at least 15% with the same hardware footprint. Another capacity is Amazon Redshift Advisor. It is continuously monitoring your workloads, analyzing performance and usage metrics. It develops customized recommendations and applies them. Now, when it cannot apply them and perform them automatically, it notifies you to carry them out. To help you prioritize your recommendations and optimizations, Advisor ranks the recommendations by order of impact. We have customers who want to leverage the rich capabilities of Redshift and migrate over from various traditional and other cloud data warehouses. To ensure the migration experience is smooth and at a low cost, we have been enhancing Redshift in various areas, such as SQL syntax to support additional operators. New data types have been added for further flexibility. Security enhancements for further fine-grained access control. And various tooling support has been provided as well. With PL/PG SQL stored procedures, legacy SQL code in your data warehouses can be easily migrated over. Merge, connect by, grouping sets, roll up, and cube support were common asks from customers, and we have them in Redshift. We introduced operators like recursive common table expressions for hierarchical data queries, and pivot and unpivot to ease migrations from various databases. Within security, in addition to column level permissions, we are introducing row level security and role based access control. This provides customers more fine grained access control. On new data types, we support semi structured data with our super data type, and that is 16 MB now. With this, customers can ingest and process JSON data in Redshift. We have also introduced var byte support, which was a popular ask from customers migrating from Teradata data warehouses. The new geospatial data type, geography, together with our existing geometry data type, now supports varied spatial use cases. We even increased our object limits for customers to migrate their current data warehouse schemas as is. Finally, for tooling, we have RSQL, a command line tool that also supports BTEC scripts commonly used within Teradata. We are also providing native support for various open source frameworks and tools such as SQL Alchemy, Apache Airflow, and QueryBook. Now that you have seen how Redshift can easily be adopted and its features ease customers' migration journey, let me share some migration best practices that have helped our customers. Here's a list that will help you irrespective of your source data warehouse. I will not go through all the points, just picking a few. Leveraging a tool like AWS Schema Conversion Tool or a partner tool will migrate most of your SQL statements. Having PL/PG SQL support in stored procedures makes migrating code seamless. Large objects, such as images and PDFs, can still be ported with the help of Schema Conversion Tool to S3 with a link or a pointer stored in the Redshift tables. User-defined functions are supported in Redshift, and you can create them with your own runtime. Use materialized views to help migrate complex queries and provide faster query performance for your business intelligence dashboards. We will now cover some on-premises data warehouses. We have learned a lot from migrating Amazon.com from Oracle. All those lessons are part of our schema conversion tool. One thing to note is that in Redshift, primary key and foreign key constraints are informational only. They are not enforced by Amazon Redshift. They are, however, used to develop the query plan. A use identity data type for sequences. Role-based access control feature allows customers like you to seamlessly migrate their user security models from Oracle. Spatial data support is important for Microsoft SQL Server customers, which is available in Redshift. Active Directory support is also available to ease your migrations. Customer Teradata migrations have influenced the Redshift and schema conversion tool roadmaps. McDonald's, Equinox, and other customers have engaged partners and AWS professional services to help carry out their migrations. With their inputs, schema conversion tool has been enhanced to take care of Teradata SQL, and that predates ANSI SQL. Redshift supports case-insensitive tables to support Teradata functionality. Migrating BTEC scripts is a challenge in Teradata migrations. This is addressed with the enhancements in the schema conversion tool and support for RSQL in Redshift. With the combination of the two, BTEC scripts can now be seamlessly migrated to run on Redshift. Pivot, unpivot syntax is supported natively in Redshift. We are also seeing customers migrate from Google BigQuery to Redshift just because of high costs. Gamoshi and Mosaic completed their journey to AWS. Functions like truncate and endtile have a corresponding Redshift mapping. Case statement is also supported. For date sub, set, and partition by clause, use schema conversion tool that will automatically map them to the corresponding Redshift code. Partner tooling can also be used to help ease the migration effort. For Netezza and Greenplum migrations, schema conversion tool greatly helps. As these databases are based on Postgres, migrations are simple. Nielsen's migration to Redshift from Netezza completed very smoothly when working with our specialists leveraging schema conversion tool. The Netezza manual administration is fully automated in Redshift. Redshift has capabilities like cross-AZ or availability zone cluster recovery for failover, along with cross-region snapshot shipping and multi-AZ support. Using these, Redshift provides the same or better disaster recovery and failover mechanisms than Netezza. We have had many Vertica migrations like FactSet and Retail Me Not as well. Well, let me restart that. 3, 2. We have had many Vertica migrations like FactSet and Retail Me Not. A few things to note for migrations from Vertica are projections should be replaced with materialized views. Now with the automatic creation and deletion of materialized views in Redshift, you don't even need to worry about them. Vertica specific functions would be replaced by UDFs. That brings us to the end of the migration best practices section. Now this by no means was a complete list, but it gives you an idea of how to start your migration journey and the Redshift capabilities that will make it easy for you in your journey. In summary, we reviewed programs and tools offered by AWS to ease your data warehouse migrations. We also learned the best practices about specific data warehouse migrations. There is more information available about migrations. I encourage you to explore the resources being shared here. If you are just getting started with Redshift, I encourage you to ask your account team for a 10-minute demo. Use the playbook in our documentation to learn more about starting a proof of concept. Of course, we are here to help you with that too. And if you aren't sure who to reach out to, you can request help from AWS with the SQR code you see on your screen. That's all I wanted to show you. Thank you again for attending the AWS Data Insights Day. We hope you enjoy the rest of the day.